welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing good. It's a very beautiful day out here. I am in Miami, Florida. Probably it's on a long road trip down here, and I've learned so much, going from traveling interstate, driving. There's just so much I've seen, so much that I've learned, so much that I want to talk about, just my experiences, you know, um, driving interstate, my experience driving um, from all the road trips I've had. So, driving from Minnesota to Texas, and then I did a road trip to South Texas towards the Mexican border, and I took another road trip from Texas to California, and I took a road trip from Texas to Florida. All of this I was driving, and there's so much that I've seen that I just can't believe how different it is in different states. Like, I literally just cannot believe how warm it is when I got down here. Okay. And it was winter time in up north, right? Even in Florida, when I got through Orlando, it's 45 degrees. And I got all the way to Miami and it's 60s, 68, 60 something. And I have my bed in the back. Usually my car seat is like laid down just so that I can like sleep in it. That way I don't stay in hotels. And I stay at the rest stops, and that's another thing I want to talk about, rest stops. Um so when we talk about coming down from Minnesota to Texas, the rest stops were plenty. For the first few states coming down from Minnesota, you get lots of rest stops, maybe every 2 hours or less. And then when you get closer to Texas, those states that are so close to Texas, I stopped seeing rest stops with bathrooms and all that. So I would park at the gas stations and I would sleep in my car and I would get gas. But coming to Florida, I realized I waste so much time when I stop at not every rest stop, when I stop at the rest stops. I find out that it is really a time waster. And I also learned, because the trip was so long from Texas to Florida, that I had to use a cruise control. And I just found that, you know, we I usually don't use cruise control. But I found it so useful because the reason I stopped so much at a truck stop, a rest stop, mostly it's called truck stop. As a rest stop, there's a site that says cars this way, trucks this way, and then bathrooms. You can literally sleep there all night. That's what I usually did. I'd drive all day, and then I'll sleep at night, and then I would, you know, get up in the morning and use the bathroom and brush my teeth and whatever. Because it took a couple of days road tripping from Texas to Florida, and there's so much more. Um, there's so much more. What does it call it? And I forget. There's so much more truck stops from Texas to Florida, like a lot of them, compared to Minnesota to Texas, and um, Texas to California. Did I see rest stops there? There are rest stops there. Texas to California. I didn't really see that many. Okay, road trip from Texas to California, I didn't see that many. The most I've seen is from Texas to Florida. So many beautiful rest stops. Like they have trails. Some have trails. There was one I stayed there for like 2 days. Just peaceful place for you to just gather your thoughts and just you know do some deep thinking, just meditate. It was so beautiful there. I had a great time. Um, at one of the most beautiful um rest stops going down to Florida. One thing I realized the day I arrived in California for my road trip when I went down there, the gas prices took me out. The gas prices almost took me out because the gas prices were $4 and above, and this was in not. I didn't go to Los Angeles. I have been to San Francisco in the past. I've been there with a group of people. I went to San Francisco once. We took a flight there and we went for a very big conference. And we went to San Jose. This time I drove, so I went to upper deserty California kind of place, like up like this is Los Angeles, a little bit up inside, not by the beach, way inside like Lancaster. I went up there. It's a little bit. It's very dry. They don't have a lot of trees outside of Los Angeles. I don't think Los Angeles has trees, but not as much as Florida. When I got here, I'm surprised. You can see the palm trees over there. They have they have a lot of the greenery. I think is what I really admired coming down here. Like the trees, they would take tree, mostly pine trees coming from Texas. Texas has a lot of pine trees. Texas has a lot of like tall cypress trees, pine trees. Here is more. The trees they have here is more like what you see in Los Angeles, California. It's almost the same, but I'm shocked how flat the land is in Florida. I'm not sure I really like Miami like I thought I would. I don't know if I really like the city. I haven't been to Los Angeles like that. I have passed there once when I was enlisting in the army and they shipped us somewhere. We had landed in LA airport, something like that. We passed through that and we passed through Miami on a layover or something like that. It was something. It's quite something. I think we came through Miami and then Miami we went to North Carolina because that was where the army base was. Not army, the Marine base was. And then anyway, I'm sitting right here, right? Over there it's like $2.99. Like the gas here is so cheap in Florida. You can see every gas station. Maybe I'm just in the maybe I'm in the cheaper size because when I was coming here to the store I saw lots and lots of very little houses. But then there were a lot of homeless people around the area. When I see those little houses, like older houses, they're nice. They have gates, but there's no hill. I'm telling you, like it's flat, flat, flat ground, and it's beautiful. But it's so most of the city, like all the things that you want to really do, they are by the ocean, and I don't want to go by the ocean. Like people, they would have a storage unit by the ocean. I don't know if that's such a good idea. I like that the weather here year round stays above 60, and that's what I really like. And um that's why I came down here. But I don't think I really like the city. Besides the weather. I don't like being so close to the water. I don't like hearing about hurricanes. Um, People tell you, don't go to Florida, hurricanes will kill you. And then others say, don't go to California because the earthquakes will kill you. The earthquakes don't warn you, they just come and they kill you. But they'll say go to Florida because even though the hurricanes come, they do give you a 2-3 day warning before, so you can get out if you want to get out. But being here, I love the weather. All the times when I travel, every truck stop, rest stop I stopped at, I had to cover blanket because 40-degree, 45-degree weather is still very freezing and it can kill you. And I still felt with socks on, like three, not very thick socks, but I had 3 socks on. They were light socks. I covered a fleece blanket. I could still feel my feet like cold, and stuff like that. So not really my cup of tea of cold weather, but being down here, the people are nicer too. When I was coming here, I stopped at this Burger King, right? I get me a Burger King breakfast menu. They have this nice uh breakfast $5 menu. I stopped there and this lady gives me my breakfast. An older lady, maybe she's just maybe older, is just more wisdom. She's giving me my stuff. She kept calling me honey. I'm bringing you your orange juice. Wait. She brought me everything and she said, "Have a lovely day, honey." She's like, and then she tells me, "Merry Christmas." Like she was so nice. And then on top of that, she told me Merry Christmas because it is Christmas season. The opposite of that is stopping at Mississippi, trying to order at a Burger King. They just were so rude. This lady there, I don't know if it's an 18-year-old or 21-year-old, but she looked really young and very, you know, chubby. She was really rude, and I'm like, what is wrong with her? And then I said, okay, let me just forget about it. I just want to get my food and get out of here. I get to the window, and they are playing like hide and go seek or something. And I'm waiting there. Nobody's coming to the window, and I see her in there. They're talking to the other one. They're talking they're I don't know what they're talking about, and they're just like ignoring you. I sat there for a while, and I just like, you know what? I just drove off. I'm like, nah, nah, you can keep the food. I don't want it. You can keep it. I just drove off. Mississippi was where I got this experience. It was really bad. And then talk about Louisiana. So I came to Florida all the way before I got my Burger King because I just wanted to get. I have food in my car. I wanted to get something like a $2 fry, just like a snack. You know, just a little treat. Let me call it that. I wanted to get a little treat, like a $2 fry, like a large fry. Just a treat while I'm driving, going down, continue my journey. And she just tried to spoil my day. I'm like, no, not today. Anyway, I get down to Florida. It was a nice experience. I also stopped at Louisiana and I stopped at Popeyes. It was after I got my food I realized, oh my god, you got Popeyes in the state where Popeyes was made. Popeyes, they call it Louisiana Popeyes. I first saw Popeyes in Minnesota and it says Louisiana chicken. So when I got here and I got my 6 piece, whatever, chicken wings in combo, whatever, I realized, oh my god, you just got but Popeyes in the state of Popeyes, Louisiana chicken, where it all originated. And they were the nicest two guys in there. Um, and I got my chicken with, I think it was a combo. I don't know. Usually it comes with biscuit. They didn't give me a biscuit. Maybe it's just that combo because that looked like a special, and it was like one of the, what did they call that? It was one of the specials where you can get like a garlic parmesan or some hot wings or whatever. They have different flavors. It comes in 6 pieces. You can make it a combo. But I feel like that combo doesn't come with biscuit because most of their combos will come with biscuit and a side. I got a side. I didn't get a biscuit. You know, it wasn't fries, so it was something else. But they had 5.99, 6.99 piece. Is it $6 piece for 6 piece for 5.99? That was what I got, 6 piece. So okay, that was good. Anyway, my thoughts on gas is so cheaper in Texas. when I was there. I mean, it's kind of cheaper down here. It's $2.75. Over there is $2.99. Closer to downtown where you have all this tiny old houses. I think um, middle class income people housing. It's also cheap there. It's like $2.65. Not different from Texas really, because this is Republican state. Texas is Republican, so it's almost the same. But something about Democratic states, because California is Democratic, and then when I arrived and I saw the gas prices, I almost jumped out the window. It was $4 something. And I had gone down there with someone, and he was telling me, "Oh, let's stay here, and we're gonna find you a job, whatever." I'm like, "Nah, I came here, cause I was gonna go down there, and he said he was going to Texas. I mean, he's going to California. I said, okay, you can pay me $600 since I was gonna go there. I'll give you a ride there. That way, I keep my $600." And that's how it happened. And this is somebody that had cancer, whatever, couldn't drive. Wanted to go back to his hometown, where his parents came from, and go back to their family house, whatever. Gave him a ride down there, and I was trying to make me stay there and say, "We're gonna get you a job here." I'm like, "Nah, I have a job already. You know, I want a job, but not the kind of job that you're staying in a hotel and going to." So I came back, and I keep delivering. I said, "No, I got a job. You know, I got a job. I like my job the way it is. Nobody is bothering me. If I'm sick, I go to the hospital. I come out. I have my job. I was delivering my groceries, delivering the fast food and everything, and delivering packages. You know, I was happy with that. But I got there and I lost my car, and now that's why I ended up with an SUV with a loan that is so ridiculous. If I had cash and bought a car with this loan, it would look much, much better. But because you need a car, they'll give you a loan for your car, but you look at the car, you're like, it's not even equivalent to this money. Yes, it's newer car, but it's not fresh out of the manufacturing. It's not, you know, it's not made this year. It's like, why would you charge somebody the price of a new car for something that is new but used? You know, it's so ridiculous. And then I found out later on that I needed tires. The tires were not like new tires. I never checked the tires. So one thing I gotta say, if you're gonna get a car, especially you're getting a loan on it, check the tires. Okay, because now I'm stuck with a car that I need to change the tires. Well, I don't need to, but the tires are low. They're not new. I need to change it, but not now. I'm gonna need to change it sooner rather than it lasting long, like a new tire should. So I am just, yeah, winging it with the tires that I have. Cause the guy I checked, I usually go to the mechanic before I go on a road trip. So I went there and I checked, and he told me, "Oh, your tire is good. Just no, the one is bad is when the wires start coming out. Nothing else is left in there, and the wires start to come out. Um, then that's absolute. You can't even drive down on the road. You gotta change it right away. Anyway, excuse me. So yeah, that's that's my experience. They do say that Los Angeles is warm, but I've heard of. I mean, was it last year that they were covered in snow all of a sudden? For a long time of no snow, snow comes. You never hear that not in Florida. Jacksonville gets 3 seasons, but you never hear that in Miami. Miami is the only place that is 60 degrees and above all year round. Oh, and that's why a lot of people like to come here. That's why I wanted to visit. and see if I'm gonna stay here. I don't know if I will, but I've been here a few days and I'm really rethinking things. Am I gonna make more money here delivering um, for my delivery jobs, or get me go back to doing healthcare like I was doing in the past? So I don't know. You know, um, probably maybe go back and finish my degree because I only had one class left for my associate in arts, but I didn't finish that, and I did transfer to the university from the college, 2-year college, but I haven't finished. I have one very hard literature class that um it's a pain in the ass. I took it once. I think I was just going through a lot. I didn't fail it, but I withdrew from it because I was like, nah, I'm not really ready. Um, but I've just been trying to make money really, pretty much, and just kind of put school on the back burner. But I don't know yet. We'll see if I decide to go back or not. But yeah, it is beautiful out here. The breeze is good. It's nice to actually sleep. You know, take a nap. I haven't spent money on any hotel, even going down there. The one I was going to California is the passenger I had that paid for a hotel. I was like, I don't really care about a hotel. Paid for a hotel, and then I just put my little sleeping pad I had in my car. I take it and put it on the floor, and I sleep on the carpet. And we kept going, and he'd pay for the hotel. I'm like, I don't really care. I sleep in my car if it was just me alone. I sleep in my car. But it's nice to know, like, coming here and like sleeping in your car when you're looking for housing and you don't have to go into a hotel because I got a place in the back to like sleep at. It's it feels pretty safe because I go down to the homeless shelter there and I sleep right outside. Because a lot of cars parked there, it feels a little safer. You have a lot of homeless people, like working homeless people that sleep in their cars. So I go there and I park, and that's where I've been at. And I was looking for housing. While I'm there, I'm looking for housing and stuff. And I'm trying to get a second job, like W-2 job besides delivering. I just don't like the idea of putting my eggs in one basket. I want something else. Even if it's part-time. Like I want like a part-time job, a W-2 part-time job that is entry level, easy to get kind of thing. I think I want to do that. And that way I have some kind of backup plan because, you know, if something happens to your car, sometimes you just need that part-time job. Part-time job can save your life. If you just lost your job and you had a part-time job that was twice a week, sure, you can find transportation to go to your job just for that 2 days, and then you have 4 days to find another job or do whatever you want to do. You know, that's what I was thinking, and I went to an interview today for one. I will see how that goes. But I'm not really sure I want to stay here. I don't know what I want to do. I got a storage unit, put my stuff in it, think about the next move. That's what I'm doing right now, thinking about my next move. What I want to be here, just feeling the environment for a few days, see how I feel about it. If I'm going to be here or I'm going to go back to Texas or somewhere else, I don't know. But I will stay wherever I get a good job. If I get a good job here, of course, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm really not going to go anywhere. If I find a nanny job where I can go and live there and work there and take care of the babies or take care of older people, and I'll probably just drive there and work because it's the reason why I'm holding out a few days because I want to wait and see if I get responses back, because if I'm hired as a nanny, either for kids or for an older to take care of an older person that can't move or can't really, mobility is an issue for them, and or they just have need some help around the house, then it wouldn't make sense for me to put my stuff in storage, because it's not that much stuff. It's all in the back of my car here. I'm supposed to check in the storage tomorrow, today actually, but the guy canceled because they have a meeting for all of them, and you can't. Their hours is different. This one hours, the hours is different because you gotta be there when the office is open. So office opens 8 to 5. You gotta be there 8 to 5, and you leave when the office closes. When nobody, you can't be there when nobody's not there. So the gates will lock anyway. After hours, it's 5 p.m. And he told me to come back tomorrow. So I'm like, do I really want to choose the storage like this? So what if I'm planning to come and get something? Like the other storages are open from 6 to 10. And I come and one day they have a meeting, and the time I really need something, they close. What am I supposed to do? Is it worth it being cheaper but then having less hours, or go to the other one that has long hours? But you can't be there long either. They want you to be in and out. If you're there, they want you to get something and get out. They don't like people being there for long. But with that one has an advantage that it can go there at 6. Nobody has to be there for me to go there. I can go there at 6 in the morning till 10. Anytime I go there between the